Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Dr. Velma Talks. And this series is called What's Love? On the heels of my book release, which captures my lifelong marriage of 50 plus years, entitled My 70s Love Story 50 plus years later, I received the inspiration from God to do this during the month of June because the month of June is considered the month of love. It's the month of many weddings. So, what a great time for us, a perfect time for us to just continue the conversation about love and to have women to come on the show to really express to you their definition of love so that those who don't understand it and the misconceptions out there can really gain some wisdom from the guests that I'm going to have on the show. And believe me, I have some great guests, and today's guest is no different. So let me welcome to the stage Dr. Jacqueline Cox. Welcome, Jacqueline. Whoop,
Hi.
whoop.
Hey,
Please tell the
lovely.
audience about you and all the great things you're doing, your business, your brand, all of that. Let them hear from you what you're doing right now.
Well, brace yourself because we only got a few minutes.
No, you go,
Okay.
go,
So I'm a run it down real quick.
please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Jacqueline Cox, aka Listen Linda, and I am multifaceted, right? So I have a global podcast that's streaming in 88 countries called Listen Linda. I actually have a new media network that I just started. So I do have some broadcasters who come on: LaShawn Fernandez, Carolyn Coleman, Tanya Vincent, and now Latrish Lacey. So I have a total of four shows altogether. I have my publishing company, Listen Linda Publishing. We have published over 200 bestsellers in less than a year. I also have Listen Linda award winning Listen Linda Brand and Marketing, where I do a lot of brand and marketing. All of my packages in my publishing include brand marketing, strategy, and PR. What else do I do? I'm an author, I'm a poet, I'm a mom, I am a wife, I am a sister, I am a friend, I am a woman of God, and I am 37.
Now you see why she's on the show? Wow. One of five, and this is only show number two, and here she goes, breaking it down for you. In addition to all those things,
Mhm.
you're a wife. I
Yes,
heard you say that you're a
yes,
wife. At some point you had to come to know what love is. So
yes.
tell us about love at the beginning and love now.
Love at the beginning. Love at the beginning was butterflies. It was, oh, he's so handsome. Oh, I just love him. Oh, he takes me on dates. Oh, I'm gonna put this cute little social media post. Ooh, it was so cutesy, right? That's what
Hmm.
love was in the beginning.
Right.
Love now, um, it shows up when the butterflies go away. When life starts throwing you punches.
Ooh, come
Um,
on now.
it's staying when it's easier to leave.
Hmm.
Because we had those moments where I was like, forget this, I'm leaving, but I chose to stay. So it
Wait, you did what?
I
You
chose to stay.
chose to stay.
I chose
Hmm.
to stay. And it's just like the word says, love is patient, love is kind.
Uh-huh.
Um, um, it's grace, right?
That's
And
right.
someone doesn't deserve it, and truth when it's uncomfortable to give it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've
That
always I've learned that, love is not always loud. Sometimes
true.
love, it looks like a prayer.
Yeah.
It looks like sacrifice. Um, Sometimes it just looks like setting boundaries to protect your peace, right? It's not control, it's not manipulation,
Ooh, say that.
and it's not keeping score, right?
Right.
It doesn't demand perfection, it just makes room to grow. That's how I
Girl,
see love.
girl. That's beautiful and that's powerful. You just wrote a poetry number right there. I hope you capture that when this airs because that was powerful.
You say send me the transcript.
Right. I will, because that was powerful.
Yeah.
I think about somewhere in my book where I talked about making choices every day, and I said, how can two imperfect people still create a place to belong? we would eventually find our place to belong and discover the place we chose to call home was not a location, but in each other's hearts. And I'm
Mhm.
telling you, I could take that and what you just said and publish that, listen, Linda.
Yes, because a
So,
lot of times, you know, me and my husband, we've been married. December will be 11 years. And we've
uh-huh.
been together for 13 years. And I've
Hmm.
known him for 20 years.
Awesome.
And
Hmm.
we've been friends for 20 years.
Come on, say that. Now, what were you?
Friends.
Come
We
on
were
now.
friends for
That was the
20 years.
beginning right
The
there.
beginning, the foundation
You
was
you
friendship.
didn't see him walking across the street and said, "I'm going to marry that guy right there." You were
We
friends.
were friends. He
Okay.
wasn't even on my bingo card
Come
for
on.
marriage.
Come on. Hmm.
He was not. And I wasn't on his. So it wasn't like, he had who he had, I had who I had, but we were
Right.
friends.
Right.
And he said something today while we were on the phone, and when he was talking to, his daughter's family, and he said, "You let her go, and if she come back, then that's the one." And that she's meant to be wherever she is, because if she comes back, then she's meant to be here. If not, then she's going where
Right.
she's supposed to go. And
Right.
that's the same with love. That's the same what happened with us. We were friends.
Hmm.
We always felt like it could be something more, but we didn't rush it. It's just like my song Jackie's Prayer said, I didn't rush the plan.
Hmm.
I let God do his thing because he was shaping a man.
Wait a minute. You didn't take it into your own hands and decide that, okay, let me press this. You gonna come to me now,
I
or,
didn't rush the plan.
hello?
God was shaping my man.
Thank
I didn't
you.
know who the man was. I had no idea who it was.
Right.
My grandmother, before she passed, rest her soul, she prophesied. She knew it was going to be him, but I had no idea. I was like, I don't know what mountain she climbing, because that it wasn't on my bingo card.
Right.
Usually, it's those ones. So we were
Right.
friends. We went our separate ways, but we remained friends. And then when he was single and I was single, we said, well, he was like, well, these people doing me wrong. And I said, well, these people doing me wrong. We might as well see what happens, because
Right.
I've always been able to trust him with everything. And
That's
he's
awesome.
always been able to trust me with his secrets and with everything.
Look at that.
And we ended up coming together and ain't been apart in 13 years.
There's another big word right there, trust.
Yes, trust and loyalty
Wow.
and
Wow.
non-judgment. He
And
didn't judge
covering,
me.
where he kept your secrets, covering you.
Yes,
You covered him. Yes.
yes, yes. And that's really what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, God showed me, love is gonna have real love is gonna have scars.
Mm-hmm.
It survived storms, disappointments, misunderstandings, because we've had all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
We've been through things. It's not like, oh, it's just always peachy over here in the Cox household. No, we have been
Girl, I say that all the time. It's marriage is not tipping toe through the tulips
no,
every day.
no. But I know one thing that we've taken heed to, even being under the counsel of you and Pastor Bruce, is that
Mm-hmm.
when things happen with each other, we know that it's not us. We
Right.
know what's trying to, and so we immediately go into prayer. And
Mm-hmm.
and that has been what has sustained us all of this time, because it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean people won't hurt you, but it means that your heart does become hard because of what you've been through in the past.
Yes.
And so love is to choosing to see people through God's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So um I see him. He sees
Mm-hmm.
me.
Mm-hmm.
When I first got with him, he was in a very dark place.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of women didn't want to kind of take on that, because they always have this stigma against military men,
Right.
especially ones that have been to war and
Mm-hmm.
going through the things that he went through. They would come in because they knew that the income was good, but
Mm-hmm.
they didn't want to stay and help deal with the things that he was battling.
Right.
And me, I've battled things my whole life.
Come
So
on, somebody.
I
Yeah.
didn't feel like it was a real challenge, right? Because I'm like, I'm a survivor. I survived everything. I survived every hood in Chicago. Like nothing. I've survived things that people wouldn't dare think that I've survived. So,
Right.
but when I came in, I just saw how dark it was. And I did nothing but try to speak positive into my husband. I see a king in you. I
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
greatness. I believe in you. I believe in all your dreams. And not only did I believe in it, but I helped invest into those things and I poured into those things. And I tutored him for college. I helped him with his essays. Those type of things that nobody that he had dated before had even tried to even breathe those type of things, that he
Isn't
could
that
be more
something?
than the army, that he could be more than that,
Absolutely.
but
Absolutely.
I saw so much more. And the same with me. He saw so much more. No matter what it is that I wanted to do, and everybody even see it today. It don't matter if it's a post. He the first
Oh,
one.
oh, I was getting ready to say that. You best believe if I look at a post that you've done, the very first comment I'm gonna find is your husband's comment, either hands clapping or hands raising or say,
Hearts
"This is
up.
amazing." Yes, greatest,
And then
your
I was
greatest
going to get on
cheerleader.
there and say the sky's blue. And he said, baby, it's true.
The greatest cheerleader is him because he will be there and you'll see his comment.
Yes. As one thing I can say, it don't matter, what it is
Mhm.
that I wanted to do. I wanted to start a business doing selling sunglasses and teeth whiteners in 2015, and
Yeah,
he
yeah,
supported that. I started a boutique. He supported that. Whatever it is that Jacqueline Cox chooses to do,
yeah,
I know that I have full support of my husband, even now, like with Listen Linda, the whole thing, that the brand, he's creative director of it, but he's also my only sponsor. And all
yeah,
these other people, they have sponsors and stuff. And people, I don't have my sponsor is the Lord and Dr. Cox.
yeah, yeah. Hey, that's powerful enough.
Yes, and but that's all I need,
Yeah,
and it's like when you have that type of love, not just monetary, but I'm here for you. I'm praying over you. I'm praying over your business. I'm praying over your mind to be able to handle the things that come along with this. It's not easy. You know, it's giving without losing yourself,
that's
if that
right.
makes sense.
That's right.
You
No,
know?
it does. It really does. And I love the fact that you inserted the word prayer because
Yes,
that's key to everything as well. Sometimes I'm praying that God will help him to see my perspective on something. Sometimes if we can't come together on something, we'll step away from it. But I'm going back and I'm praying, God, help him to see my perspective on it. Help him to understand. And then help me to understand his.
yes,
And sure enough, God would step in and before I know it, he's coming back. I like the idea that you have. I think we'll go with what you're suggesting and blah, blah, blah. And I'm going, God, I thank you. So everything you said is keeping God at the center of it because if you
yes.
don't have that third chord, you're already doomed.
Yeah. It's just
You
gonna
can't operate
unravel.
them. You can't
Take three
operate a
cords to
marriage.
make a braid.
Hello.
And you got two, it's gonna untwist.
Right.
Because there's nothing there to sustain it and keep it
That's
solid.
right.
There's no base.
Right. That's right. I love it. I love what you said. I am so glad that you're on the show. I picked up on these things, these words. If you want to know what Dr. Cox just told us, some key words she used was trust. She used covering. She used prayer. She talked about what real love looks like. She talks about making choices every day. Just beautiful. And then always looking at him through the lens of God's eyes. Let me tell you, if I do just that, if we do just that, because God's in the midst of it, then you're going to be okay already. Because God is not going to let you fail. He's not going to let that marriage fall apart because
Mhm,
He's there too. So I think it's important all the things you've said so far
mhm.
in terms of love. I
Yes.
love it. So now, tell me more.
What you want to know?
You said what happened in the beginning, you said what's happening now. But if you can help someone right now who's confused about that question,
Mhm.
tell them plainly and simply what should they be looking for in terms of love? Is it emotions? Is it, and you mentioned it in your story and how you and your husband met. You've already said it, but I just want you to break it down for them. What should they be doing right now in the terms of looking for the love God has for them?
Don't look with your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look with your eyes,
Yep.
because we have this visual, especially women,
I was gonna ready to say it again.
well,
Yes.
as little girls, you
Mm-hmm.
know, growing up, what our husband is gonna look like.
Oh, it's not a
How
Cinderella
he's gonna,
story.
it's
Nope.
not. It's not. Now I'm not
Right.
saying my husband ain't fine, because he is fine.
Neither
Okay.
one of us are
Uh,
saying that, but let's break down the truth about it because it goes
but
beyond
what I
that.
will say is you really do, because
Hmm.
not only is his looks gonna change, but your looks are gonna change. And
Right.
if you don't want to be judged based on when you get older and how you gonna look when you get older, then you definitely don't want to be as shallow as that. Also, I would say a lot of women feel like they don't want to get married because they misinterpret the word submit.
Yes.
It does not mean be a servant or a
Or a
doormat.
slave. No.
No. A girl, Ella May, I don't know if you heard of her, but she's a
No.
singer, and she has a song called 100.
Hmm.
And she sings and she says, if I got 80, you got 20. If I got 40, you got 60. As long as we keep it 100, meaning it's not always going to be 50-50. Some days I may have 80 and you only have 20, and that's okay. It might be some days where I have 40 and you have 60, and that's
Hmm.
okay. So
Hmm.
a lot of times we go in thinking because we make more money that we should be the dominant one in the relationship.
No.
And that is not the way that God intended for us to be.
And why
Now,
minimize your love for someone
don't
based on
minimize
money?
on money, or not
Right.
just money, but just based on just success or anything.
Right.
Love
That's
is love
correct.
regardless. And if it's been times where I only had 20%, but he
Hmm.
had 80. And
Hmm.
it's been times where I have 60 and he's had 40. But we don't limit ourselves to who is working, who's taking care of the kids, who's cleaning the house. If I don't feel good, he's cleaning the house. If I'm in a bad place, he's taking care of the kids, or vice versa. And that's okay as long as you're doing it together.
Working
It's
it
not a
together.
competition, it's
No.
teamwork, team.
Right. Say that
And
word again. There's no
team.
I in
There's
team.
no I in team.
Hmm.
And we get so caught up with the man is supposed to be the provider, but that's not always monetized. That's not
Come on.
always, he is providing.
Oh,
If he's serving, if he's protecting you, if he's covering you, if he's praying for you, if he's leading the household financially,
right.
or
Right.
if he's leading the household in other ways, if he's keeping it in order, keeping the kids in order, making sure you're on track with the things you're supposed to be doing, he's he is the provider. So I
Right.
feel like my husband does make more money than me. But what I'm saying is that if he did it, it would be okay.
Yeah.
If he
Yeah.
did it, that's where I'm supposed to come in.
Yeah.
But if we keep putting labels on what the wife is supposed to do and what the husband is supposed to do, it it turns into a job instead of a union.
And where is that? And where is God in all of that? He's not
Yeah,
in
he's
that.
not that.
He's not in
God
that.
is not the author of confusion.
He's not at
And
all.
he's not the author of chaos. He's not the author of division.
And
God
you
is
said it
unity.
earlier about making a choice and making a commitment. And I find that a couple of things you said, we operate on 100% household too. When I heard you say that woman that has a song, I had not heard that, but I've
Oh, her
always
name's
said
Ella May, and it's
we
called 100.
operate at 100. That means together we're 100%. It doesn't matter who's giving what
Right.
percentage. It's just that we're going to make sure our household is operating at 100%. I was sick not long ago, probably couldn't give 2%. So guess who was complete almost the 100? My husband. And sometimes it's me. When I had to work, women complain about having to cook. Girl, I had them crock pots on before I left for work. And maybe by the time I got home, he was already putting the other pieces together for the dinner. which he didn't have to do. And many times he would leave at 4 a.m. in the morning for work. I get up for 7 a.m. and my bath water's already ran. So you got to understand that it's giving all the time. Who cares who gives what? You know that if you give with your whole heart, he's going to fill in the gaps just like you fill in the gaps for him. And so
Exactly.
I love that 100%. Same thing with money. I made more money than my husband. My career was already on the way of creating a career with state government. He got laid off 2 weeks before the wedding. So my mother asked me if I wanted to stop the wedding. I said, no, this is not his fault. But what it gave me was it gave me a visual of what this man really can do. He
Mm-hmm.
got out there to hustle to get his next job. Up
Mm-hmm.
up until the wedding day, and then finally 2 weeks after he got his job, and made sure he made more than me within 5 years, and stayed that way until he retired. It wasn't a goal that I had, and it didn't matter to me. But for him as a man, that's what he chose to. I didn't demand that or require that, but out of his honor and respect, he wanted that as the man in the household. And so you have to understand those things can flip at any time. I
I
watched
got a story
somebody do the
for you.
same thing and said, he gotta make this, and then the husband got sick. Now what is he gonna do then? I mean, really ill, where
I
he
got
could not work. So
I got
what are
a
you gonna
story
do
for you.
then?
I got a
N-
story for you.
Go ahead, share.
What happened with in the early stages of our marriage.
Mm-hmm.
When we first got married, we wasn't married a year, and I was down really bad. I was down sick, and I couldn't work. And I tried all type of side end jobs, Uber, all type of jobs. Now, before me and my oldest son moved in, it was just him. He had older kids, but they didn't live with him,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the income that he had from his retirement, he was okay with that. He was able to live really good.
Right.
But then when we came in, of course he's taking care of us and then now his kids and the household. So it was a little tight, but
Yeah.
with my income we were able to manage. But
Right.
then when I got down sick with thyroid cancer and lupus, and I wasn't really able to really do a lot, this man went to truck driving school.
Come on.
He did 6 weeks in Arkansas,
Mm-hmm.
came back driving trucks, jeopardized his pension
Mm-hmm.
with Social Security to make
Mm-hmm.
sure we were okay.
Come on.
And then he ended up getting a hernia.
Mm-hmm.
So then he got down sick.
Right.
So I had to take on two
Come
jobs.
on. It flipped.
It
Right.
flipped. It flipped.
Right.
But the things that happened and the people in the family that abandoned us and wouldn't help us with the kids and wouldn't do things, we had to learn how to manage with just
That's
me
right. That
and him.
was the whole idea.
And it was hard. I mean, it had got so hard. I wanted a Pepsi from Walgreens, and we didn't have $2 to
Mm-hmm.
get that Pepsi after we had paid all the bills. And it really, really challenged us in the
Yeah.
household.
Yeah.
And we ended up watching our pastor, Bill Winston. It was Wednesday night, and the message was love.
Come on.
It was love. And that day we said, you know what? We watched it, we apologized, we prayed, and
Yep.
we said it don't matter. Because when I say
That's
it
right.
was people in his ear about, oh, she just with you for this, or she just,
Right.
but he
Right.
knew better, right?
Right.
This is
Right.
the same woman who helped me in my studies so I can graduate college.
Right.
I could do this. So so he knew different, but it was people in my ear on his side telling me, oh, you need to leave, and
Right.
you need to teach him a lesson, and this, and then the man never beat on me, never
That's
beat on me,
not the key,
never
is
did
it?
never did nothing. We just were having disagreements, but the enemy would try to come in and cause division. But we
From
always
people who
prayed
don't
against
have a
that.
history of having a long-term
Yeah.
relationship.
And
Right.
we before each other, we didn't either. Right? We would be with someone. I think the longest I was with somebody was 2 years.
Okay. Okay.
And the longest he was with somebody was like 2 or 3 years. So it wasn't
Uh-huh.
anything that was we weren't used to what we have, but we
Mhm.
know that we made a vow that no matter
Yeah.
what,
You valued it. Yes.
nobody's gonna come between this.
You got
Because
it.
we had talks we never had before. We had a love that we never had before, and
Come
we
on.
fought
It
everybody.
was worth the fight. Yes.
We fought the whole family on both
Yeah.
sides to keep
Yeah.
it. And,
Mhm.
and we didn't care who didn't come around. We didn't care because we knew, like, you know what? We've been doing it by ourselves with our kids all this time. We've been managing the household. We have become better since
Yeah.
we've been together.
Yeah. That's awesome.
We both got our Presidential Lifetime Achievement Awards together. We both hit bestseller together. We
Yes.
both, got our honorary doctorates together. We
Yes.
both, anything we do, we have done it together as a team.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
a team.
When we went into ministry, we both went in together. We got our
And
license
together.
together. We got our license together. When he decided to plant a church, we went into that together. All that we have accomplished, it was us going together. Yep. I know. I hear you. That is so beautiful and it's powerful. And a lot of people don't understand what it takes to build
Because
that
they think they see us, they see our
on the
marriage
outside.
on the outside looking in.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
no, I'm not going to show the bad days. That's not for
Hmm. Right.
everybody. But I
Right.
will tell you this: there have been bad days. There have been times where I packed up and in the beginning, I was like, I'm out of here, and I didn't
Hmm.
make it down the street. And he's like, come on, you ain't going nowhere. And we work it out. But every day since then, we get up no matter if we angry, we upset, we know who it is, we pray on it, we
That's
talk,
right.
and we
That's
work
right.
it out, and we choose each other
Now
every
that's love.
single day.
That's
Nobody
love.
can tell me nothing about my husband. Since the
Hmm.
day I met him, since the day I married him, every day I shout my husband out. And it's not because I'm putting him above God. Let's be clear. God
Uh-huh.
is everything. But
Right.
God shaped that man for me
You got that because I'm
because
telling
he
you,
wasn't who he was before me. And
we
I was
accept the
not who
fact.
I am before him. And
We,
if I hadn't came into his life and he hadn't came into my life,
right.
I
Right.
wouldn't be who I am.
Right. I say that about my husband, and he says that about me too, because the
Yes.
bottom line is we accepted that we're second to God. He's
Yes.
second to God. God is first in my life, first
Mhm.
in his, and we are second to him. Girl, you just preached a message just now.
I will say this too, because my husband said this, and I put it in my song.
Hmm.
He said, I fear God more than losing you.
Come on, because that means I'm not doing what God told me to do.
I'm not doing what God, I
That's right.
fear him because
Right.
I know that he sent you for me.
Right. Right.
And I have to be obedient.
I was telling somebody something similar to that, Dr. Cox, and I said, when God is in the marriage, you are very careful in how you respond and treat your spouse because it has to be at the level that God is expecting you to.
Yes.
And if you don't, it's not about him and his response to me and how I treat him. It's about God's
I
response to me
respond.
and how I treat him.
Yeah.
Because this gift is from God, just like I'm his gift from God to.
And him. Yeah.
Yes, and so it's so important. You really hit the nail on the head with that.
Yes.
People
Well,
don't
you know what? I
understand.
got wise counsel. Me and my husband, we got wise counsel. We got the Bagbies. We've
I don't
had
know
the
where
Bagbies for three
I don't know
years.
where you're getting this counsel from, but y'all got it going on over there. Those Cox people, they got it going on over there. And I'm gonna tell you that the word says a fool despises wisdom. And I've always hung around people with wisdom.
Me
And
too.
I'm talking about people that's been married more than 2 minutes,
I know.
trying to start a show and do a conference and have a private Facebook group, and you trying to tell people how to
You
establish
ain't know, you
relationships.
don't know nothing.
No,
Two and
no,
at
no.
2 years married, me and my husband was at each other's throats in his house.
So can you imagine 2 minutes married and
Nothing.
now you're the expert? No, I
No,
need learned
and you know what?
experience.
I don't feel like I still feel like I'm not at the stage right now where I can teach, right?
Right.
We're only, you might as well say 13 years in our love, right? What but I, I still know that we have so much more to go through,
Of course.
right? So I'm never the one to reject wise counsel.
Right.
Never,
Right.
never. And I'm
Same
never
here.
the one to Like I've had people tell me all the time, oh, you and your husband, y'all need to start a counseling thing. Well, I said, we ain't even made it there. We not there. We done been through some stuff. Don't get me wrong. But we haven't made it. I don't feel like I've made it to where I can teach that. Now I could teach publishing all day long. I could teach I could teach how to become an author, how to start your podcast, how to do
Yeah.
brand. I could teach
Yeah.
those things all day long. But when it comes to love, learning how I learned it through
Hmm.
experience and through the book, through
Yeah.
God. If you understand God and you understand the word,
Yeah.
you will understand love.
Well,
Because
guess
at this point in my life, I know love is not something that you can just feel, Dr. Velma.
right.
Love is something that you
You
do.
can't base it on emotions
It's,
at
it's,
all.
it's something that you do. And
Yeah.
the greatest love I've ever known, it wasn't from a person, it was from God
Right. Because
because he never walked away.
the whole idea of grace that he's given us is to give us something we didn't deserve in the first place.
Exactly.
So what are we talking about in a marriage relationship when something and there's a hiccup? You're not going to show grace. You're not going to do the same thing.
Exactly.
Well, let me tell you something. You might say that you're not ready to teach anybody else, but what you have learned and what you do know is still learned experience.
Yes, it
And
is.
you just spent 30 minutes telling everybody, and it's going to air on Tuesday. It's going to air Tuesday, and
Well,
you're going to
today is
tell
Tuesday while y'all watching it.
right while you're watching it. Today is Tuesday, and you are watching Dr. Cox tell y'all for a half an hour what is love.
Yes.
So now that we've come to this place
Hmm.
that you've laid out all these golden nuggets that you didn't know you had, but you do have them, whatever way you gained them, whatever method God used to teach you them, what are some words you want to leave the audience now for somebody who's on the fence and don't know which way to go? Tell them what they need to know, Dr. Cox.
I would say this. I would say, hmm, words. Look, I'm finna steal Cyrus with words I choose to live
Choose to
by.
live by. Come on now. Cyrus, you don't own those words, but still, it's a choice
You know,
every
I'm gonna
day.
give props where they do, you know.
Right,
I'm gonna let
right.
people know where I got it from, amen. Okay, so remember this, people. Okay, remember this. You may not be where you want to be,
Mm-hmm.
but thank God you're not where you used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And if nobody told you today, I want you to know you are loved, you are
Mm-hmm.
valued, you are needed. Your voice matters, your story matters. But most importantly, I feel like when it comes to love and loving and being in
Mm-hmm.
love,
Mm-hmm.
love is not just relationships, it's not
That's
just
right.
marriage. Love is a action.
Mm-hmm.
Love is not something that you necessarily always feel, but it's what you see.
Right.
Love is love is God. It's
Come
it's
on.
it's faith. It's
Mm-hmm.
believing in a person, place, or thing, or God, believing in a being and having faith that no matter what, it's going to work.
It's gonna be okay.
And it's going to work because you
Mm-hmm.
put in the work.
Right.
And that's where I will leave that there.
I got you because you remember to invite him in.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. If you don't invite God in, don't expect to be successful.
No, you have to invite because he's not just going to bogart his way in.
No,
He is
no.
a gentleman. He's going
Mm-hmm.
to, you
Mm-hmm.
have to invite him in.
That's
And
right.
once you invite God in, there's no worry. I worry
Right.
not. I used to worry all the time,
Fret not, honey.
but I fret not now because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people say that they have faith in God, but they worry.
Right.
But if you know that God has everything in control, even when the mountains are collapsing and the world is going crazy, and the boat in the rain and the boat is looking
Tell
like
them,
it's
tell
getting
them,
ready
tell
to
them.
toss over, Jesus was slobbing sleep. He
Come
wasn't
on.
worried.
None.
And he's like, where's your
That just
faith?
all that noise, and they had to shake him and wake him up.
Because he wasn't worried. He knew God,
Hmm.
he knew he had the faith. And as
Hmm.
long as we have that type of faith and we believe in God enough to know that he is in the midst, and we know that we prayed and we asked God for what we have and he give it to us, and
Yes.
we know that whatever's going on is going to always work out for our good.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
love it. What a closing. Now you heard it on this Tuesday. You heard it from Dr. Jacqueline Cox. She gave you 35 minutes of a description. She gave you all that she can give you and more. So now, no excuse if you heard what her definition, no
Oh,
excuse if you heard her break it down. Her honest
yes,
description, her transformational experience in the art of love in our own marriage is beautiful and it's powerful. So I hope you take away all of these great nuggets. And I thank you all for tuning in. I'm so grateful that I got a chance to capture some of her time. Dr. Cox, you have been fabulous and wonderful as usual. Listen, Linda, make sure you check her out. She's on Facebook, but you got to go check out Linda. Listen, Linda, and all the wonderful opportunities she presents to not only authors, but any one in business. You can go to her and she'll have it. I go to her. Look, I publish my own books, but there are times when I just need help, and I go to her and I get my books done and formatted and fixed and beautified and all the above. So I'm grateful. So make sure you connect
oh,
with her
thank you.
and get what you need from this fantastic woman of God.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Dr. Cox.
Welcome.
And you all, you take care. Until next time, we know that God is love.
Yes.
You know, want to know what's love? Check him out first.